Hey everybody, thanks for coming on in here today. We're back on the Weber grill. We got the Santa Maria grill on top of the Weber. We got some oak wood burning on some chicken breasts, and we're gonna get them fixed up. We got all this going on and it's Friday, so let's get fired up. Come on in here, come on in here. I love cooking on this Santa Maria grill because you can cook with a live fire. By being able to raise this grate up and down, and the coals are kind of going down a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and lower it. But today I'm grilling on oak wood, no charcoal, no briquettes, no lump charcoal. This is just oak. And so we built it kind of like a campfire, got it going. And then when if you gotta add wood to it, you can just crank that grill up so the chicken's not too close to it, not getting burned. And I love cooking on this thing, and it gives such a good flavor when you cook on the real wood. And so we got that going today, chicken breast on here, and we got something special we're gonna do to them in just a minute. But I wanted to share with you a thought I had today. And Proverbs says that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of all wisdom. And I just see over and over and over on social media and in people making statements like, you know, you don't have to fear God, and I'm 100% to my bones. The grace of God, the mercy of God is all powerful. It can reach anywhere, it can go anywhere. But I want to warn us today about an attitude that only sees the mercy and only sees the grace, and does not see that God is a righteous God, He's a holy God, and He is a God that is going to be, He said in His word, He's a jealous God, He's a God of judgment. And I'm not saying that today to be doom and gloom and you have to watch out or God's gonna thump you on the head, you gotta watch out or God's just gonna strike you down with a lightning bolt. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not trying to come across that way at all. But what I am saying is we have to have a balance. If we fall, if we fail, thank God for mercy and grace so we can get up again, we can keep moving. But to take that for granted and not have a healthy dose of fear of the Lord and know that He's righteous, He's holy, He's jealous, all those things, we've got to have a balance. Are we going to be perfect? No, never going to be perfect. Can we strive for that? Yes, we can. And so that's what I want to leave you with today as far as a thought. And I did ask in the house, you know, we have these little echoes. And so I asked Alexa, I said, what's the opposite of wisdom? And she said the opposite of wisdom, according to whatever dictionary, is folly. So I went, okay, so if the beginning of all wisdom is to fear the Lord, if you don't fear the Lord, that means that's the beginning of all folly. When you get to a place where you're not afraid of God, you don't hold Him in reverence, you don't hold Him in awe and His holiness and all that goes along with that, that's the beginning of all folly, and it's going to be a slippery slope from there. So I'm urging you, encouraging you today. I know God's full of grace and mercy. I don't want to take that away. That's 100% the truth. But at the same time, we have to come to a place where we cannot come to a place where we don't fear the Lord. That's the beginning of all wisdom. So I wanted to share that thought with you, and we're going to come on in here and look, and I'll show you kind of what we're doing here. So this chicken is not done. For this chicken to be done, we need to have an internal temperature of like 165. And I would guess right now it's probably like around 120, 130, somewhere around there, maybe 140. It's not quite done. But what we wanted to do is we wanted to get some of this, this char, this sear on the outside. We wanted to get that going, and we wanted to make sure that the juices were running clear. Once we get to that point, what we're gonna do is we have some remoulade, some homemade remoulade that we have. And I learned this trick here from some good friends of mine, Cody and Kyle Ashworth. They kind of take, when they do chicken, and they dunk it in barbecue sauce. And they just kind of swirl it around in there, they dunk it in there, and then they take it and they wrap it up and they let it finish cooking in the barbecue sauce. And so I thought, man, I want to do that, but instead of the barbecue, I want to use some remoulade. So that's what we got today. We got some remoulade. So this stuff is not, this chicken is not quite done. It's not quite where we want it to be, but I'm gonna go ahead and dunk it in that remoulade. You may see this before too on somebody that does like the Alabama white sauce. This would be similar to that. and we're gonna just toss it around in here. We're gonna get it all coated, and then we're gonna wrap it up in a foil pan, and we're gonna let it finish up cooking like that, and until it gets to that temperature, so we know it's done. And as we do that, this sauce is gonna just kind of set up on this chicken, and it's gonna be some kind of good. And we'll make sure we post some pictures when we're done. Thanks for joining us today. God bless you.